Gene designed this one because he loved the Mayans, because Gene is half Iroquois Indian. So he created this, and then he got down to working on the legs. And Gene's originally from Brooklyn, New York. So Gene decided he was going to put a tribute to Manhattan in there, because he spent a lot of time in Manhattan. So what he did was he did the embroidery, and if you look at the leg just right, you can, and it's put together, you can see this is the Chrysler building. What Gene does, he draws it first. And then he goes back, he basically irons it on a piece of paper. Like this is the back, for instance. To do this, it took him less than an hour to hand draw that. So he'd draw that, and then he put the paper pattern on top, and then he would use his tools to make the perfect circle or whatever. And but this was just to give him a brief idea of what he wanted to do.
When we first get an order from a customer, we'll send a blank suit out to them for them to try it on. They provide us their measurements, and we'll send it out for them to try on. And then if it's embroidered, we send it out to California to have the embroidery done on it. Then it gets returned back to us, and then it goes over to Michael, who puts all the studs and rhinestones on it. Something like this usually takes Michael about 2 to 3 days to do, but something like one of these down here takes about 2 weeks for the suit and belt, and then the cape takes another week to do. Michael does all the studding. There's one person that does all the embroidery, 2 people as far as the cutting and sewing. One person makes all the patterns, so up to maybe 5 to 6 people total working on each suit.
Bill Blue brought a bunch of blank costumes over and said, Elvis has got an upcoming tour. He needs some suits. So Gene sat down and figured out, well, what am I going to do on this batch of suits? So he goes into the bathroom. He looks down, and there's this Spanish floor tile, because this is LA, you have a lot of Spanish influences in architecture. He looks down at the Spanish floor tile and he goes, that would make a great suit. And that's what that suit is. Gene calls that the bathroom tile suit.
It was a real thrill to be Al Pacino's double. To get to actually be in a movie with him and to watch him work is amazing.